which region has the highest cases in Ghana?
The region with the highest prevalence is the Bono region. Bono region, with a prevalence of 4.5%. Meaning that region, if you take, even though nationally, when you take 100 people, you are getting about 2 positive. When you go to the Bono region and you take 100 people, about 4 to 5 persons will test positive for HIV. So that is the region with the highest prevalence.
Now, who should go for an HIV test and the cost involved?
HIV test is meant for everyone. Once you have ever had an unprotected sexual intercourse, it doesn't matter who you have had that sexual intercourse with, you need to go for the test. If you have ever shared sharps or injected drugs, those who use this IV intravenous drugs, one pulse and you need it. But everybody needs to know your status. Very, very key for us. Okay, so it's meant for everybody. But then the targeted population is those who have had sex, especially people who have other sexually transmitted infections, like gonorrhea, syphilis, and all those things. Why? Because once you have those infections and you go and have unprotected sex with somebody who has HIV, your chances of getting the HIV from that person is very high as compared to somebody who doesn't have any other sexually transmitted infection. Okay, and we are also targeting people who have TB. Because when you have TB, usually it's an opportunistic infection. When you we have all been infected with TB before. In fact, we are still infected. But we don't have the TB disease. We don't have it because our immunity is strong. Okay, so usually once the immunity goes down, that is where TB comes in. So if you see an adult who is okay and can feed and all that, and that person gets TB, you want to find out whether it is because the person has HIV. Because HIV weakens the immune system. That is what it does, and other infections now come in. So anyone who is diagnosed as having TB disease or active TB, we offer that person HIV testing. Because if HIV is the cause of the TB, and you don't treat the TB, and then you are treating the HIV, it will not help. If you don't treat the HIV and you are treating the TB, you will not, get any results. So everybody who has TB, we offer that person HIV testing. And then pregnant women, they are also a priority because we don't want any baby born with HIV. Yes. And we know once the woman is pregnant and she's positive, there's the likelihood of her transmitting the virus to the baby. So we want to test all our pregnant women and then get to know those who are positive so that we put them on treatment. That treatment will bring the viral load down, improve the woman's health, she herself, and that will go a long way to also prevent the baby from getting. Once the viral load goes down, it's suppressed, then her chances of transmitting become reduced, because we are also working towards ending AIDS by eliminating mother-to-child transmission of HIV. And if we must eliminate, we need every woman in her fertility age, or her fertile age, to know her status. Okay, and then those pregnant, if they don't know, we test them, and then they get to know. Those who are positive and don't want to get pregnant, we also will have to help them not to get pregnant, because if they don't get pregnant, there's no way they will transmit the virus to their babies. Okay, so pregnant women are also our priority population that we need to test. And then children who are on admission, we also want to know, because usually some mothers, they don't test when they are pregnant. Okay, we still have a few who fall out, and then they give birth, the babies, the children are positive, we don't know. You only have to get to know of that baby being positive, that child being positive.
From the rural areas, most of them.
Most of them, even sometimes, because some may even be here in the urban areas, but because of the stigma, they don't want to test. Some even test positive, and then you don't see them again because of fear of being stigmatized when they get to the facility. Okay, and so those ones that are those hanging fruits, they get out of it, at least when we offer the test and then get the children tested. At least those who are on admission, we'll get to know, and then we can save their lives. Because once a child gets positive, he doesn't live long, just as the adults live before they start showing signs and symptoms. Okay.
Right. Can the infection be cured?
No. HIV infection, as we sit now, there is no known cure for the infection, but there is treatment. Antiretroviral treatment. Those are the medications we give to persons living with HIV so that it will treat just like managing hypertension, diabetes, and all that. The person takes the medicines and then continues to live. So there is no cure, but there is treatment.